Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. And good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Woodbine Mohawk Park. Here this morning at Woodbine Mohawk Park, we've got 11 qualifiers on tap. The first 5 will be for 2-year-old male trotters. Horses are on the track now for the first qualifier. In this first qualifier, scratch number 3, Jewel Magician. Scratch number 8, GW Chrome. So 3 and 8 are out. Let's meet the field. Number 1, Highland Mowgli, is a 2-year-old colt by Archangel out of a Malabar Man mare, owned by Amanda Fine and Highland Thoroughbred Farm. Amanda Fine trains, Sylvan Filion will drive. 2 is San Cristobal, 2-year-old colt by Chapter 7 out of a Broadway Hall mare, owned by Hut Racing Stable, Blake and Aussie Stables. Jacqueline Tierney and Mortgage Boys Stable. Blake McIntosh trains. Chris Christopher drives, $35,000 Harrisburg purchase. 3 is out. 4 is Walk on the Moon, a 2-year-old colt by Archangel out of a classic photo mare, owned by the stable Walk on the Moon. Trainer driver is Mario by Argent. This was a $20,000 Lexington Selected Yearling Sale purchase. 5 is Wickenburg, 2-year-old colt by Il Sogno Dream out of an Angus Hall mare, owned by Trevor Henry Stables and Bill McCann. Shannon Henry trains, Trevor Henry drives. Went through the London Selected Yearling Sale for $40,000. 6 is Royal Tyrone, 2-year-old gelded son of Royalty for Life out of a Yankee Glide mare, owned by 1187422 Ontario Incorporated, trained by Isabelle Darvaux. Robert Shepard drives, $13,000 London purchase. 7 is Muscle Dynasty, Muscle Hill colt out of a Cadabra mare, owned by Dreamville Stable, trained by Mike Keeling. Bob McClure drives, $55,000 Lexington Select purchase. 8 is scratched, and number 9, Get to the Point, is a 2-year-old colt by Muscle Mass out of a Dewey Cheatham and Howe mare, owned by High Stakes Incorporated and Henry Stable. Trainer driver is Wayne Henry. So that is your field for the first qualifier. It'll be a group of 7. Scratch the 3, Jewel Magician. Scratch number 8, GW Chrome. Few of them look like they are wearing trotting hobbles. We can let you know that it is a gorgeous morning. So if you're tuning in online through our live stream at woodbinemohawkpark.com or youtube.com, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Woodbine Mohawk Park, where we currently sit at 23 degrees Celsius. And the sun is shining, the track is fast. For 11 qualifying races here on this Thursday, the first 5 for 2-year-old trotters. Gate into the stretch, they're picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and trotting. Get to the Point leads from the outside. Splitting rivals is Walk on the Moon. At the rail, Highland Mowgli. Then in the center, it is Royal Tyrone. Getting away in 5th is San Cristobal, followed then by Wickenburg, and on the outside is Muscle Dynasty as they enter the first bend. And the 2-year-old trotters all make it into the first turn. And on top by 3 lengths, this is Walk on the Moon and Mario by Argent. Opening quarter, 29 and 3. So Walk on the Moon, son of Archangel. This is his second qualifier, and he fronts the field into the backstretch with an advantage of 3 lengths. Looking to tighten up in second is Get to the Point. Trotting in third is Highland Mowgli. Then in 4th, San Cristobal. Trotting 5th up the backstretch is Royal Tyrone. Break of 2.5 lengths then back to Wickenburg. And the final one is Muscle Dynasty. No movement in the second quarter. Rookies are past the half in 101 and 2. So that was 31 and 4 in the second quarter. After a good opening split, getting a breather in the second quarter was Walk on the Moon and Walk on the Moon. strides into the far turn, still with that loose lead. Get to the point in second. In third is Highland Mowgli. San Cristobal looked to be getting underway. Back down along the rail in fourth. Then it's Royal Tyrone in fifth. Back to Wickenburg. And Muscle Dynasty, three-quarter time, 131 and 4 off the turn and into the stretch. 30 and 2, third quarter for Walk on the Moon. And Walk on the Moon on top by 3 lengths, approaching the 8th pole. Get to the point in second. Angled out, Highland Mowgli. And now coming on, this is Royal Tyrone. We had a breaker in the stretch, San Cristobal. But with less than a 16th to go, Walk on the Moon with some good, powerful strides late. Coming to the line to win. Finishing in second, that was Royal Tyrone. Third went to Highland Mowgli. Off stride was Get to the Point. Time of the mile, 1:59 and 2. Strong final quarter from Walk on the Moon. And the winner of qualifier number 1 is number 4, Walk on the Moon, a 2-year-old colt by Archangel out of a classic photo mare, Classic Bell. Owned by the stable Walk on the Moon. Trainer driver Mario by Argent. Walk on the Moon was a $20,000 Lexington Select yearling sale purchase. He is the 6th foal from the classic photo mare Classic Bell. She's had 3 winners of over $145,000 and is a half sister to the veteran and tough battling Whiskey Tax, who we've seen here for many years. Walk on the Moon, second qualifier, second victory. Was victorious a week ago in 203 and 1. Here this morning, 159 and 2, a last quarter of 27 and 3. Here is the results from qualifier number 1. Number 1, Highland Mowgli was 3rd. Number 2, San Cristobal 7th. Number 3, Scratch. Number 4, Walk on the Moon, the winner. Number 5, Wickenburg 5th. Number 6, Royal Tyrone 2nd. Number 7, Muscle Dynasty 6th. Number 8, Scratch. And number 9, Get to the Point, was 4th. Top to bottom, 3-7, Scratch 1-5. 2-6, Scratch 4 on the bottom. Fractions were 29 and 3, 101 and 2, 131 and 4, 159 and 2 for the winner. Number 4, Walk on the Moon. Next up is our second qualifier. Scratch number 1, Rookie Season. Scratch number 5, Cambridge Star. And scratch number 6, Italian Grit. Anthony McDonald will drive number 4, Fox Valley Britska. So that brings us to a field of 5 for this second qualifier. 1 is out. Number 2, Moose on Your Caboose. 2-year-old colt by Archangel out of a Tagliabue mare, owned by Yolanda Fellows, Blair Corbeil, Mike McAllister, Arpad Zabo, trained by Rob Fellows. Louis-Philippe Waugh will drive. This was a $65,000 London Selected Yearling Sale purchase. 3 is 18 Wheelin', 2-year-old colt by Wheelin' and Dealin', out of a Windsong Espoir mare, owned by Scott McEnany, Joe Tonelli, Mart West Racing Stable, trained by Scott McEnany. Sylvan Filion drives. $20,000 Harrisburg purchase. 4, Fox Valley Britska is a 2-year-old gelded son of Whom Shall I Fear, out of a Conway Hall mare, owned by the stable Britska Group. Trainer driver is Anthony McDonald. 5 and 6 are scratched. Number 7 is Stoked Blue Chip, 2-year-old colt by Muscle Mass out of a Conway Hall mare, owned by Wayne McCrae and Howmack Farms Limited. Trainer driver is Marcel Berrio. Stoked Blue Chip was a $34,000 Harrisburg purchase. And number 8 is Timel Chrome, 2-year-old colt by Muscle Mass out of a Conway Hall mare, owned by Timel Farms, trained by Anthony Beaton. Jody Jameson drives. $22,000 Harrisburg yearling sale graduate. So that's your field of 5 for our second qualifier. Once again, scratch 1, 5, and 6. Anthony McDonald drives 4, Fox Valley Britska, as the rookie trotters line up behind the starting gate. Good morning once again to everybody watching along at WoodbineMohawkPark.com or on our YouTube channel. Second of 11 qualifiers on this beautiful Thursday morning. And for those of you tuning in, maybe newer to racing or just looking for the reminder, with all of our 2-year-old qualifiers, the starting gate does pick them up basically at the top of the backstretch. Gives the rookies an opportunity to get accustomed to lining up behind the starting gate. And the starting gate hits the top of the stretch. We've got a group of 5 for qualifier number 2. They're on gate picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and trotting. Fox Valley Britska starts in the middle, shoots ahead, and looks to be the early leader. On the outside, that is Stoked Blue Chip, who is going to drop in behind. Then getting away in third is Moose on Your Caboose. Into fourth is Timel Chrome. And fifth will be 18 Wheelin'. They go into the first turn, and Fox Valley Britska is put to the lead by Anthony McDonald. Fox Valley Britska will lead this group of 5 to the opening quarter. Stoked Blue Chip in second, Moose on Your Caboose in third, followed then in fourth by Timel Chrome. And 18 Wheelin'. 30 and 4 was the opening quarter. And then they move into the backstretch. Fox Valley Britska with the lead. Stoked Blue Chip appeared maybe to go on there for a second, but will take back into second because Fox Valley Britska is storming along here in this second quarter. Gets them gapped out a little bit coming up to the half. Stoked Blue Chip in second. The half was hit in 1:01 and 2. So that was 30 and 3, just a smidge quicker there in the second quarter. Field of 5 enters the far turn. Fox Valley Britska the leader. Stoked Blue Chip in second. Then it's 3 lengths back to Moose on Your Caboose, followed by Timel Chrome and 18 Wheelin'. They're approaching 3 quarters. And the top pair, the only 2 in this field, having already qualified a week ago, they're 1-2 past 3 quarters. Fox Valley Britska, Stoked Blue Chip, 3-quarter time, 1:31 and 1 into the stretch. Fox Valley Britska, Stoked Blue Chip, trying to find a little more. Then it's back to Moose on Your Caboose. Timel Chrome, and looking to gain a spot is 18 Wheelin', less than 1/8 of a mile to go. And Fox Valley Britska is going to make it a coast-to-coast victory. Fox Valley Britska to take qualifier 2. Second goes to Stoked Blue Chip. Third was Moose on Your Caboose. 18 Wheelin' got fourth over Timel Chrome fifth. 1:59 and 4 for Fox Valley Britska. The winner of qualifier number 2, number 4, Fox Valley Britska, a 2-year-old gelded son of Whom Shall I Fear, out of the Conway Hall mare, Miss Britannia, bred by Fox Valley Standardbreds of Sherman, Illinois, owned by the stable Britska Group, trained by Anthony McDonald. Anthony was also in the sulky here this morning. Second qualifier for Fox Valley Britska. He is the 8th foal from that Conway Hall mare, Miss Britannia. Qualified last week in 2:04 with a final quarter of 29 and 2. Finished 4th here this morning. A qualifying victory in 1:59 and 4. Final quarter 28 and 3 for Fox Valley Britska. Here's the order of finish from the second qualifier. Number 1 was Scratch. Number 2, Moosonere Caboose was 3rd. Number 3, 18 Wheel in 4th. Number 4, Fox Valley Britska, the winner. Numbers 5 and 6 were Scratch. Number 7, Stoked Blue Chip, 2nd. And number 8, Tamil Chrome was 5th. Top to bottom, Scratch 3, 4, 1. Scratch, Scratch 2, 5. Fractions were 30 and 4, 101 and 2, 131 and 1, 159 and 4. For the winner, number 4, Fox Valley Britska. Coming up next is qualifier number 3. We'll stick with the 2-year-old Colton Gelding Trotters. Just waiting for the final changes for this third qualifier. Can tell you that Mario Bayerjean will drive the 4 Lincoln Hanover. That's Mario Bayerjean for Lincoln Hanover. At the moment, we've got 8 of the 9 that were listed out on the track. Third qualifier coming up here in just a moment. Doesn't look like there is a scratch, so we're just waiting on one more. And while we have a second, we can meet the field. Number 1 is Daylon Midnight, a 2-year-old colt by Royalty for Life out of a Super Pleasure mare owned by Daylon Farms Limited, trained by Dave Lemon. Wayne Henry drives. Now out onto the track is number 2, Argento, 2-year-old gelded son of Donato Hanover out of a Tom Ridge mare, owned by the stable Argento Group. Trainer drivers Anthony McDonald. Argento was a $17,000 Lexington Select yearling sale purchase. 3, Crazy Goodbye, 2-year-old colt by Craze out of a Dewey Cheatham and Howe mare, owned by Carl Jamieson, Gary Volpe. Jamieson trains. Jody Jamieson will do the driving. 4, Lincoln Hanover is a 2-year-old gelded son of Chapter 7 out of a Donato Hanover mare owned by the stable Lincoln Hanover. Trainer driver Mario Bayarjan. Lincoln Hanover was a $17,000 Harrisburg yearling sale purchase. 5 is Greg, 2-year-old colt by Cadabra out of a Muscle Massive mare owned by Bax Stable, Dave Hudson, Happy Trail Stables. Trained by John Bax. Matt Bax will drive. $45,000 Lexington Select purchase. 6, Stonebridge Armor is a 2-year-old colt by Muscle Mass out of a Garland Lobel mare owned by Leigh Curie d'Orleans, Just-John Levesque, Mario Bourget, and Marc Cameron. Trained by Jacques Dupont. Sylvain Filion drives. $45,000 Lexington purchase. 7, Black Tie Bash, 2-year-old colt by Chapter 7 out of a Cadabra mare owned by Fred Brayford, Blake McIntosh, Mortgage Boys Stables, and Black Tie Bash Stables, trained by Blake McIntosh. Chris Christopher drives. $50,000 Lexington Select yearling sale purchase. 8 is Top Hall, 2-year-old colt by Angus Hall out of a Man of Many Missions mare owned by Leigh Curie, GLD, Jean Roche Marois, along with La Ferme Tag, trained by Gerard Demer. Robert Shepard drives. $22,000 London Select yearling sale purchase. And number 9 is Rocketing, 2-year-old colt by Angus Hall out of a Valley Victory mare owned by Maggie Jones, Jody Simmons, John Henn, and Rick Ryer. Keith Jones trains. Louis-Philippe Waugh will drive. Rocketing was a $28,000 London purchase. Group of 9 for the third qualifier into the stretch, picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and trotting, making a break at the beginning with Stonebridge Armor coming through in the center. That is Greg, but Greg now rolls off stride. So dropping in behind is Top Hall to avoid the breaker. Early leader is Crazy Goodbye, followed at the inside by Lincoln Hanover. Then it is Argento, Black Tie Bash, Daylon Midnight, then Rocketing, and then it was our 2 breakers, Greg and Stonebridge Armor. Into the first turn and approaching the opening quarter. And it is an opening quarter of 30 seconds even. 30 seconds even for the leader. Crazy Goodbye as they move into the backstretch. It's Crazy Goodbye and Jody Jamieson on top. Lincoln Hanover's in second. Break of 4 lengths going back to Top Hall in third. Followed fourth by Argento. Right on that one's back fifth is Daylon Midnight. Then it's a break of 4. As we'll check back in. Up the backstretch they go to Daylon Midnight. 2.5 lengths, 3 lengths going back to Rocketing. Then it is Stonebridge Armor and Greg. The half was hit in 1 minute and 3/5. That was 30-3 in the second quarter. And we got a new leader. Sweeping up now to take the lead is Black Tie Bash. Black Tie Bash and Chris Christopher grab the top spot, and they stride up to the lead, and as they hit 5/8, they're on top by 3 lengths. Backing up is Crazy Goodbye, advancing on the outside. Now up into second. This is Argento. Opportunity to get off the rail for Lincoln Hanover as he's able to get out in front of Rocketing. Then it is Daylon Midnight. 3/4 time, 1:30-1. They're into the stretch. And in that third quarter, Black Tie Bash claims the top spot, and Black Tie Bash looks to close this out. Coming up on the outside with some good strides, this is Lincoln Hanover. Crazy Goodbye at the inside third. Then it is Argento, far outside Rocketing. Coming to the edge of the tote board, here's Black Tie Bash. Black Tie Bash to win. Lincoln Hanover second. Tight for third between Top Hall, Crazy Goodbye. Then it was Argento, Daylon Midnight, Stonebridge Armor, Greg, and Rocketing Time of the mile was 1:58 and 4 for Black Tie Bash. So qualifier 3 goes to number 7, Black Tie Bash, a 2-year-old colt by Chapter 7, out of the Cadabra mare Daylon Mermaid, owned by Fred Brayford, Blake McIntosh, Mortgage Boys Stable, and Black Tie Bash Stables. Trained by Blake McIntosh, driven to victory by Chris Christoforou. Second qualifier for Black Tie Bash, who was a $50,000 Lexington Select Yearling sale purchase. First full from the Cadabra mare Daylon Mermaid, who is a full sister to Double Millionaire Daylon Magician. Black Tie Bash stopped the clock last week, or I should say, was race timed in 2:03 and 1. Came up just short, defeated by a nose in his qualifier. Here this morning, wins in 1:58 and 4. Black Tie Bash with a strong performance here in the third. Here are the results from the third qualifier. Number 1, Daylon Midnight was 6th. Number 2, Argento 5th. Number 3, Crazy Goodbye was 3rd. Number 4, Lincoln Hanover 2nd. Number 5, Greg was 8th. Number 6, Stonebridge Armor 7th. Number 7, Black Tie Bash the winner. Number 8, Top Hall was 4th. And number 9, Rocketing was 9th. 6-5-3, 2-8, 7-1, 4-9 is your order of finish. Fractions were 30, 1 minute, 3/5, 1:30 and 1, 1:58 and 4. That's a 28 and 3 final quarter for the winner, number 7, Black Tie Bash. Coming up next is our fourth qualifier. On the entries, it's a field of 9. So far, 6 of them out on the track. Just waiting to see if the other 3 will join them. They'll go to the gate in just a couple of minutes. Fourth of 11 qualifiers here this morning. Fourth of 5 for 2-year-old male trotters. All 3 of our 2-year-old trotting winners to this point have broke 2 minutes, with the quickest being the most recent, Black Tie Bash in 1:58 and 4 in the third. Going back to qualifier 2, it was 1:59 and 4 for Fox Valley Britska, and in the first qualifier, it was 1:59 and 2 for Walk on the Moon. So it doesn't look like we'll have any others joining this group of 6 for qualifier 4. That means you can scratch number 2, I'm Hill on Wheels. Scratch number 8, Mystic, and scratch number 9, Northern Blizzard. So here's the field. Number 1, Groom's Halo, is a 2-year-old gelded son of Archangel out of an Angus Hall mare, owned by Scott McEnany, Teresa Davidson, along with Cora Marshall and Mart West Racing Stable. Scott McEnany trains, Sylvan Filion drives. $50,000 London yearling sale purchase. 2 is out, 3 is 4 Whelan, a 2-year-old colt by Whelan and Dealin, out of a Pine Chip mare owned by Gestion Mastel, Marcel Berriot. Berriot is the trainer driver. A $32,000 London selected yearling sale purchase. 4 is Musclejack, a 2-year-old colt by Muscle Mass out of an Angus Hall mare owned by Hut Racing Stable, Mortgage Boys Stable. Blake McIntosh. McIntosh is also the trainer. Chris Christopher drives. $32,000 Lexington Select Yearling Sale buy. 5 is Logan Park, a 2-year-old colt by Archangel out of a Muscle Mass mare owned by Reg Higgs, who's also co-breeder. Rob Fellows trains. Louis-Philippe Waugh will drive. $57,000 London Selected Yearling Sale graduate. 6 is See My Kicks Hanover, 2-year-old gelded son of Whelan and Dealin out of a Yankee Glide mare owned by Determination, trained by Luke Blay. Bob McClure will drive. $40,000 Harrisburg purchase. 7 is Rosie's War Bonds, Muscle Mass colt out of a Balanced Image mare owned by Richard Gutnick, Thomas Patone, SRF Stable, and John Bax. John Bax trains. Matt Bax drives. $100,000 Lexington Select Yearling Sale purchase. 8 and 9 are scratched. Field of 6, picking up speed, and they're off and trotting. And we'll give the first call here to Muscle Jack, who comes through in the middle. Just to his inside is 4 Whelan to get away in second. Cutting over to the pylons is Logan Park, seeing an opportunity to settle in third. On the outside for the time being is Rosie's War Bonds. Rosie's War Bonds will take back there into fifth as Groom's Halo comes through in fourth. And then our early trailer is See My Kicks Hanover. First turn breaker off stride went Groom's Halo. 29 and 4, the opening quarter. Ready to go here this morning. This is Muscle Jack. Muscle Jack, who qualified last week, finished second. 29 and 3 final quarter and a mile of 2:03 and 2 is the leader heading up the backside. 3/8 in the books. 4 Whelan is in second. Trotting in third is Logan Park. Then back in fourth, that is Rosie War Bonds. Fifth is See My Kicks Hanover, and the trailer is Groom's Halo. So the top 4 tightly packed here as they come up to the half in 1:01 and 2. So not much speed there in the second quarter. Bit of a wind they're going into. Not a stiff wind, though. They enter the far turn now. The leader continues to be Muscle Jack. Muscle Jack and Chris Christoforou showing the way. Racing second is 4 Whelan. In third is Logan Park. Following in fourth, Rosie's War Bonds is right there. And then we go back to check in to See My Kicks Hanover and Groom's Halo. Coming up to 3 quarters. Ready to roll now out of the 2-hole. This is 4 Whelan. 4 Whelan up to the wheel of Muscle Jack, who hit 3 quarters in 1:32. 30 and 3 third quarter into the stretch. Muscle Jack is trying to sprint on home. Has some company in the form of 4 Whelan on the outside. Then back in third. That is Logan Park. Less than 1/8 of a mile to go now. And the battle's on. Muscle Jack, and on the outside, 4 Whelan. 4 Whelan on the outside with a short advantage coming to the edge of the tote board, and it's 4 Whelan to win. Muscle Jack was second. Logan Park was third. Rosie's War Bonds fourth. Then Groom's Halo and See My Kicks Hanover. 2 minutes flat for the winner, 4 Whelan. Qualifier number 4 goes to number 3, Four Wheelin', a 2-year-old colt by Wheelin' and Dealin', out of the Pine Chip mare, Under the Pines, owned by Gestion Mastel and Marcel Barrio. Barrio, the trainer, also does the driving. Four Wheelin' was a $32,000 London selected yearling sale purchase. He is the 11th foal from the Pine Chip mare, Under the Pines. Second qualifier for Four Wheelin' last week. Finished third, beat a length and 3/4 in 2:03 and 3 with a final quarter of 29 and 2. Here this morning after a 2-hole trip, wins in 2 minutes flat. Final quarter will be in the ballpark of 27 and 4, as it was Four Wheelin' to take the 4th. And here is the order of finish from qualifier number 4. Number 1, Groom's Halo was 5th. Number 2 was Scratch. Number 3, Four Wheelin' the winner. Number 4, Muscle Jack was 2nd. Number 5, Logan Park 3rd. Number 6, See My Kicks Hanover was 6th. Number 7, Rosie's Warbonds 4th. And numbers 8 and 9 were scratched. Top to bottom, 5 scratch, 1, 2, 3, 6, 4 scratch, scratch. The fractions were 29 and 4, 101 and 2, 132, 2 minutes flat for the wheeling for the winner. Four Wheelin'. As we wait for the horses for the 5th qualifier to come out onto the track, a reminder, this is the first of 3 consecutive days of qualifiers here at Woodbine Mohawk Park. Coming up after our 5th qualifier, we'll have qualifiers 6 through 11. Those will feature 3-year-olds and up. Tomorrow morning, we'll have 13 qualifiers, all for 2-year-old fillies, while on Saturday morning, we'll have 11 qualifiers, all for 2-year-old pacing colts and geldings. Post time each morning is 9:30 a.m. You can watch all the action right here on our YouTube channel and at woodbinemohawkpark.com. The qualifiers and baby races live stream here in the month of June is being presented by the Central Ontario Standardbred Association. We'd like to thank them for their sponsorship of our baby races here in 2020. So far, we got 5 of them on the track for this 5th qualifier. On the entries, a field of 8. A couple more moments here before the rookies will head towards the starting gate. So here in this fifth qualifier, scratch number 1, Hawke's Bay, and scratch number 5, Let's Roll On. Time now to meet the field. Starting from the rail will be number 2, Arch Hall, a 2-year-old colt by Archangel, out of a striking Sabra mare, owned by Hut Racing Stable and Blake McIntosh. McIntosh trains, Chris Christopher drives. Arch Hall was a $20,000 London selected yearling sale purchase. 3 is Off-Road Hanover, a 2-year-old gelded son of Trixton, out of a Yankee Glide mare, owned by the stable Off-Road Hanover. Trainer-driver Mario by Argent, $27,000 Harrisburg purchase. 4 is Day at the Gym, a 2-year-old colt by Muscle Mass out of an Andover Hall mare, owned and trained by Carl Jamieson. Jody Jamieson drives. Day at the Gym was a $40,000 Lexington Select Yearling sale purchase. 5 is Scratch. 6 is I'm a Sharp Dealer, 2-year-old colt by Wheelin' and Dealin' out of a Cadabra mare, owned by Kenneth Solomon, trained by Chantel Mitchell. Louis-Philippe Waugh will drive. 7 is Arlanda, a 2-year-old colt by Cadabra out of a Chapter 7 mare, owned by Xeron Ruck Stable, James Walker, Dean Lockhart, and Robert Van Camp. Rick Xeron is the trainer-driver. And number 8 is Big John Monahan, a 2-year-old colt by Johnny William out of a Here Comes Herbie mare, owned and bred by Henry Stable. Wayne Henry is the trainer-driver. That's your field for the fifth qualifier. Once again, scratch number 1, Hawke's Bay, and scratch number 5, Let's Roll On. This will bring us down to a field of 6 as they have assembled behind the starting gate. Gate nearing the half, which means we are about 3/8 of a mile away from getting underway here with the fifth qualifier. As the starting gate makes its way around the far turn with this group of 6 2-year-old trotters. There will be a break after this fifth qualifier. We'll have a break before we resume with qualifiers 6 through 11. 6 through 11 will feature 3-year-olds and up. So our final look at 2-year-olds here on this Thursday morning. Starting gate to the top of the stretch. It's a field of 6 for qualifier number 5. Gate is picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and trotting. I'm a Sharp Dealer was right there up on the gate and ready to go. Trots out to the early lead. Breaker at the beginning. Off stride went Big John Monahan. Getting away in second is Day at the Gym. Inside third is Arch Hall. Looking for a seat will be Arlanda. Should be able to drop in front of Off-Road Hanover. And then having to play catch up, that is Big John Monahan, the trailer. They're into the first turn, and up top, this is I'm a Sharp Dealer. Son of Wheelin' and Dealin', and Louis-Philippe Waugh will take him to the opening quarter on top by 2 lengths. Opening quarter was trotted in 30-4. So I'm a Sharp Dealer, qualifying for the second time. Looking to improve off of last week's effort, and is put on the top here this morning by Waugh. Tightening up in second is Day at the Gym in his debut qualifier. Then in third, that is Arch Hall. 2.5 lengths going back to Arlanda in fourth. Fifth is Off-Road Hanover. And catching up is Big John Monahan after the break at the start. Coming to the half, I'm a Sharp Dealer is past the midway point in 1:02.1. So as they'll go into the far turn, off stride went number 7, Arlanda. Arlanda made a break before they entered the final bend. I'm a Sharp Dealer continues to carry the lead by a pair of lengths. In second, Day at the Gym. Third is Arch Hall. Looking to catch up to the top 3 and fourth. That is Off-Road Hanover. Then Big John Monahan and Arlanda is last. 3/4 is coming up next. The lead shrinks just a little bit for I'm a Sharp Dealer, but 3/4 is hitting 1:32. So a 29-4 third quarter for I'm a Sharp Dealer, looking to be a coast-to-coast winner, but it's going to have to fight off Day at the Gym, who's out of the 2-hole, and on the outside here is Arch Hall striding up strong. 3 across with 1/8 of a mile to go. I'm a Sharp Dealer at the inside, Day at the Gym in the center, looking to poke ahead up in front. Arch Hall on the outside, coming to the edge of the tote board. Day at the Gym is going to get on by, but goes off stride. Day at the Gym makes a break. So Day at the Gym across the line first. I'm a Sharp Dealer was there second. Arch Hall third, followed by Off-Road Hanover, Arlanda, and Big John Monahan. Time of the mile, 2 minutes and 3/5. So off stride right at the finish line was Day at the Gym. Appeared poised to get the victory there in the 5th qualifier. Does come across the line first and does trip the teletimer in 2 minutes and 3/5. Of course, with this being a non-wagering event, as it is a qualifier, we won't get into any placings or anything along those lines, but Day at the Gym does come across the line first. I'm a Sharp Dealer there second, trots a clean mile. Can tell you that Day at the Gym is a 2-year-old colt by Muscle Mass out of the Andover Hall mare at the spot. Carl Jamieson, the trainer and the owner. Jody Jamieson was in the sulky. $40,000 Lexington Select purchase. Meanwhile, if I'm a Sharp Dealer, trots his mile in likely about the same time. We'll see what the margin of was at the finish line, but it's either 2 minutes and 3/5 or 2 minutes and 4/5 for I'm a Sharp Dealer. A big improvement off last week's qualifying effort. Of course, the conditions were not ideal with strong wind and cooler temperatures, but I'm a Sharp Dealer trotted last week in 2:07. Here this morning, it's going to be about 2 minutes and 4/5 for I'm a Sharp Dealer, who is a 2-year-old colt by Wheelin' and Dealin' out of a Cadabra mare named Wonder Wan, owned by Kenneth Solomon, bred by Gold Standard Equine of Green Acres, Florida. Chantel Mitchell trains. Louis Philippe Waugh was in the sulky. So here is the order of finish from the 5th qualifier. Number 1 was Scratch. Number 2, Arch Hall was 3rd. Number 3, Off-Road Hanover 4th. Number 4, Day at the Gym. Crossed the line first, but off stride. 5 was Scratch. Number 6, I'm a Sharp Dealer 2nd. Number 7, Orlando 5th. And number 8, Big John Monahan was 6th. Scratch 3, 4, 1 off stride. Scratch 2, 5, 6. Fractions were 30 and 4, 102 and 1, 132, 2 minutes and 3/5 in the 5th qualifier. We'll now take a break here this morning at Woodbine Mohawk Park before we resume with qualifiers 6 through 11. Coming up, it'll be 3-year-olds and up in our remaining qualifiers. We'll be back with the action in about 45 minutes time here. And the horses are coming onto the track as we are set to resume this morning's qualifying action here at Woodbine Mohawk Park. 6 qualifiers coming up next. And it will be a field of 8. At least that's what it's programmed to be. Pacers. 3-year-old pacers to be exact. Here for this 6th qualifier. Appears we've got 6 of them out on the track at this moment. Only 2 we don't see are the 5 Twin Bee Dream Girl and the 8 Southpaw Hanover. So let's meet the horses that we do have out on the track. Number 1 is Doc's Harmony, a 3-year-old filly by Mach 3, trained by Jody Cullen. Travis Cullen will drive. The 2, HF Andreola's PJs, is a 3-year-old filly by Andreoli Hanover, trained by Joe Tracy, driven by Mike Saftick. 3, Mock My Kiss, a 3-year-old filly by Mach 3, trained by Rob Fellows. Doug McNair drives. 4, PL Nelly, a 3-year-old filly by Big Jim, trained by Matt Dupuis with Bob McClure. Next, we'll visit with number 6, Trizzle Trazzle, a 3-year-old filly by Mach 3, trained by Debbie O'Brien Moran, driven by Jonathan Drury. Number 7 is Alicorn, a 3-year-old filly by Better's Delight, trained by Chantel Mitchell and driven by Louis-Philippe Waugh. So the 3-year-old pacer's inching towards the starting gate. Just waiting for it to move into position here for the 6th. As you get a good look there at the 6 pacers on track here. And now the gate begins to roll. This will be the group of 6 that'll go forward. Scratch the 5 Twin Bee Dream Girl and scratch the 8 Southpaw Hanover. So the gate is rolling for the 6th qualifier. From the inside out, Doc's Harmony and Travis Cullen. HF and Drolly's PJ's Mike Saftick. Mock My Kiss, Doug McNair. PL Nelly, Bob McClure. Trizzle Trazzle, Jonathan Drury. And Alicorn, Louis-Philippe Waugh. Gate picking up speed, and here they come. And they're offhand pacing. First call is going to go here to Mock My Kiss, who was off the gate well. Here on the outside, though, Alicorn. And Allie Korn is powering up, and she'll be the leader heading into the first turn. PL Nelly gets away in third. Trizzle Trazzle is fourth. Then it's Doc's Harmony, followed by HF Androli's PJs. Into the first turn they go, and it's Allie Korn to the front for Louis-Philippe Roy. And Allie Korn is going to put up an opening quarter here of 26-4. Snappy opening quarter here for Allie Korn. Last year's Ontario Sire Stakes Super Final champion, O'Brien Award winner. Third qualifier of the season for her, and she's leading them up the backstretch. In second is Mock My Kiss, then racing in third is PL Nelly, followed in fourth by Trizzle Trazzle. Then it's a break of about 5 lengths back to the first-time qualifier Doc's Harmony, and HF Androli's PJs is the trailer. Allie Korn has taken them up to the midway point, and she's past the half in 56-1. That was 29-2 in the second quarter for Allie Korn, winner of over $500,000 in her rookie campaign. And she's into the far turn. Being watched there from in second by Mock My Kiss, who's staying right there on the leader's back. 2 lengths going back to PL Nelly in third. Right on that one's helmet in fourth is Trizzle Trazzle. Then it is Doc's Harmony, and the trailer is HF Androli's PJs. 3/4 time, 1:25-3. So off the turn and into the stretch, and here is Allie Korn now. And she looks to finish this one off strong. Allie Korn the leader. Mock My Kiss is in second. Now looking to gain a spot is Trizzle Trazzle in a battle with PL Nelly for third. Then Doc's Harmony, and last is HF Androli's PJs. Here's Allie Korn, and Allie Korn with powerful strides in the final 16th here, stretching out her lead late. Allie Korn strong through the line to win. Second was Mock My Kiss, then Trizzle Trazzle was third, PL Nelly fourth, Doc's Harmony fifth, and HF Androli's PJ sixth. 1:52-2, final quarter of 26-4 for Allie Korn. So qualifier number 6 goes to number 7, Allie Korn, 3-year-old filly by Better's Delight, owned by Windermere Stable and Robert Mascara, trained by Chantel Mitchell, driven to victory by Louis-Philippe Roy. Allie Korn, her 3rd qualifier of the season, and she storms home in 26-4 for a 1:52-2 mile. She was 7 for 13 last year with 11 top 2 finishes, an O'Brien Award winning campaign. OSS Super Final champion, winner of $536,000. Allie Korn ready to rock now for her 3-year-old campaign off a 1:52-2 qualifying victory here today at Woodbine Mohawk Park. Here's the order of finish from the 6th qualifier. Number 1, Doc's Harmony was 5th. Number 2, HF Androli's PJs was 6th. Number 3, Mock My Kiss 2nd. Number 4, PL Nelly 4th. Number 5 was Scratch. Number 6, Trizzle Trazzle 3rd. Number 7, Allie Korn the winner. And number 8 was Scratch. Top to bottom, 5-6-2. 4 Scratch, 3-1 Scratch on the bottom. Fractions were 26-4, 56-1, 125-3, 152-2 for the winner. Number 7, Allie Korn. Up next is qualifier number 7. In the 7th qualifier, we're to see a field of 3-year-old trotters. 4 of them out on the track at the moment. Was listed as a field of 5. Only one we don't see at the moment is the 5. He talks to Angels. So let's meet the other 4. Number 1, Lady Titan, is a 3-year-old filly by E.L. Titan, trained by Brad Maxwell. Bob McClure will drive. 2, Hone the Tone, is a 3-year-old gelded son of E.L. Titan, trained by Shane Weber with Trevor Henry in the sulky. 3, Spun from Magic, a 3-year-old colt by Cadabra, trained by Colonel Schneider and driven by Mike Saftik. And the 4 is Frank's Angel, a 3-year-old gelded son of Archangel. Dogfin Henriksen trains. Jason Ryan will do the driving. So scratch number 5, he talks to Angels. Number 4, Frank's Angel, make the driver Jason Ryan. Starting gate is rolling here for the 7th. A group of 4 lining up. Off stride at the moment is number 2, Hone the Tone. Other 3 on gate. Picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and trotting. Spun from Magic comes through in the middle. Here on the outside, that is Frank's Angel, and Frank's Angel is going to trot up to the lead. Frank's Angel on top in front of Spun from Magic. From the inside, Lady Titan gets away in 3rd, and then we'll go back to the breaker, Hone the Tone. So 3 of them into the first turn at the moment, and on top it's Frank's Angel. Frank's Angel, 3-year-old gelded son of Archangel, and Jason Ryan, leading by a length and a half. Over Spun for Magic and Mike Saftik. Lady Titan and Bob McClure are 3rd. Hone the Tone is on about 20 lengths back. The opening quarter was 31 seconds flat. Moving into the backstretch, this is Frank's Angel. As mentioned, a 3-year-old gelding. Won 4-13 as a rookie and did have 6 top 3 finishes. Has a mark at the moment of 2:01 that was taken over a Western Fair. Meanwhile, in second is Spun from Magic, a 3-year-old colt by Cadabra. Made just 3 starts as a rookie. And at the moment is a maiden, as they're at the half in 1:02 and 3. And meanwhile, in third is Lady Titan. And for Lady Titan, we saw her debut for the first time a week ago. This is now her 2nd qualifier. Last week she was timed in 2:03 and 4 with a 30 and 4 final quarter. Hone the Tone is the trailer. And Hone the Tone, a 3-year-old god son of E.L. Titan, is making his qualifying debut here this morning. So now out of the deuce, here is Spun from Magic. Up to confront Frank's Angel at 3/4 in 1:32 and 4. So they turn for home. 30 and 1 was the split there in the 3rd quarter. At the inside, Frank's Angel looks to dig in. Spun from Magic on the outside, though. After sitting on the leader's back, trying to get on by, has a short advantage. Frank's Angel not really going away, but Spun from Magic has got the lead at about a length, coming towards the edge of the tote board. Here is Lady Titan on the outside to make things interesting late. But at the line, it was Spun from Magic. Second went to Frank's Angel. Lady Titan was 3rd. And 4th will be Hone the Tone. 2 minutes and 3/5. Final quarter of 27 and 4 in the race. Spun from Magic takes it. Two minutes and 3/5 for number 3, Spun from Magic, a 3-year-old colt by Cadabra out of a muscle mass mare, owned by Colonel Schneider, who's also the trainer. Mike Saftik was in the sulky. Spun from Magic gets a new mark of 2 minutes and 3/5. That'll erase the old mark that he took of 2:04 and 3 in a qualifier last year here at Mohawk Park. Spun from Magic takes qualifier number 7. Order of finish from qualifier number 7. Number 1, Lady Titan was 3rd. Number 2, Hone the Tome 4th. Number 3, Spun for Magic, the winner. Number 4, Frank's Angel was 2nd. And number 5 was scratched. 3, 4, 1, 2 scratch. Fractions were 31, 102 and 3, 132 and 4. 2 minutes and 3/5 for the winner, Spun from Magic. Up next is the 8th qualifier. It'll be a field of 7. 3-year-old trotting fillies. Here's the field. Just note 1 driver change. 5 umpteen Hanover will be driven by Jason Ryan. Number 1, 7 Carat Gold is a 3-year-old filly by Chapter 7, trained by Ben Barjan with Mario Barjan driving. 2 Enchanting Gal, 3-year-old filly by Cadabra, trained by Brad Maxwell. Chris Christoforou drives. 3 is Mag and Roses, 3-year-old filly by Royalty for Life, trained by Jean-Francois Maguire, driven by Louis-Philippe Bois. 4, Who's Blues, 3-year-old filly by Cantab Hall, trained by Luc Blais with Bob McClure. 5, Umpteen Hanover, 3-year-old filly by Muscle Mash, trained by Dogfin Henriksen and driven by Jason Ryan. 6 is J Port Echo, 3-year-old filly by Royalty for Life, trainer-driver, Dogfin Henriksen. And number 7, My Bella Angel, 3-year-old filly by Archangel, trained by Ted McDonnell, driven by Sylvain Filion. That's your field of 7 for qualifier number 8, 3-year-old trotting fillies being called to the gate. Gate to swing off the far turn with a field of 7. 3-year-old trotting fillies lined up for the 8th of 11 here this morning at Woodbine Mohawk Park. Starting gate picking up speed, and here they come. Off stride at the rail, number 1, 7 Carat Gold. The rest of them are off and trotting. Coming through in the middle, that is Who's Blues as she strides out strongly to the early lead. Inside is Enchanting Gal. From the outside crossing over, this is My Bella Angel. Then in 4th, it is Marian Roses, followed by Umpteen Hanover, J Port Echo, and the trailer after the early break is 7 Carat Gold. They're into the first turn, and Who's Blues is the leader. Here's Who's Blues heading towards the opening quarter, and she is on top by a little more than a length and a half. Enchanting Gal will look to stalk her from the 2-hole, opening quarter 29 seconds even. So moving into the backstretch, and Who's Blues is the leader. Who's Blues had a nice rookie campaign, going 5 for 9 for trainer Luc Blais. Owner Determination, Bob McClure, in the sulky here this morning. And Who's Blues is bringing them up the backstretch off a 29-second opener. This is her second qualifier of the season. Enchanting Gal is in 2nd. Then in 3rd is My Bella Angel, followed in 4th by Marian Roses. Racing 5th, that is Umpteen Hanover, J Port Echo, and the trailer, 7 Carat Gold. The half was hit in 59 and 3, 30 and 3 second quarter there for Who's Blues. Who's Blues in her rookie season took a mark of 155 and 3. Here she is going into the far turn, growing her lead a bit. It's out to 2.5 lengths. Enchanting Gal 2nd, trotting in 3rd. That continues to be Marian Roses. Then in 4th, as they approach 3 quarters, that is My Bella Angel, 2.5, 3 lengths going back to Umpteen Hanover, J Port Echo angling to the outside. 3 quarters was 128 and 4. Off the turn and into the stretch, 29 and 1/3 quarter. And here's Who's Blues. Who's Blues now into the final quarter of this mile, and she's looking to be a coast-to-coast winner. She hits the 8th pole, and she is trotting strong here for McClure. McClure not asking her Who's Blues doing this on her own. She's got a 16th to go. Lead just continuing to grow with every stride. Who's Blues, a nice-looking performance this morning. Enchanting Gal finishes in 2nd. My Bella Angel was 3rd. Marian Rose is 4th, followed by Umpteen Hanover, J Port Echo, and 7 Carat Gold. 156 and 2, a 27 and 3 final quarter for Who's Blues. So qualifier number 8 goes to number 4, Who's Blues, a 3-year-old filly by Cantab Hall, out of the Andover Hall mare Bright Baby Blues, owned by Determination, trained by Luc Blais, and driven to victory by Bob McClure. Who's Blues was the winner of last year's Pure Ivory Series. She went 5 for 9 during her rookie season. 7 of those 9 starts saw a top 3 finish, made $81,000, a $300,000 yearling purchase back in 2018 at the Lexington Select Sale. Who's Blues qualified for the 2nd time this season here this morning. First qualifier, 159 and 3 was the time. She finished 3rd here this morning. They ramp it up. They knocked 3 seconds off that time from the previous qualifier, and she goes 156 and 2, home in 27 and 3 for the victory. Here's the order of finish from the 8th qualifier. Number 1, 7 Carat Gold was 7th. Number 2, Enchanting Gal 2nd. Number 3, Megan Roses was 4th. Number 4, Who's Blues the winner. Number 5, Umpteen Hanover 5th. Number 6, J-Port Echo 6th. And number 7, My Bella Angel was 3rd. 7, 2, 4, 1, 5, 6, 3 is your order of finish. Fractions were 29, 59 and 3, 128 and 4, 156 and 2 for the winner. Number 4, Who's Blues. Three-year-old pacers plus a couple older horses for this 9th qualifier. Moving out onto the track. We got 5 of them out there so far. We'll wait to see if any more join them for this 9th qualifier. All right, so here in this 9th qualifier, scratch number 3, Shelton Sealster, and number 6, Rock and Roll Beach, leaves us with a field of 6. No other changes. Here's the field. 1 is Epic Proportion, a 3-year-old gelded son of Sunshine Beach, trained by Dave Keys. Scott Young drives. 2, Dance With Me Sport, 3-year-old colt by Sports Writer, trainer-drivers Jason Ryan. 3 is Out. 4 is Solid Man, a 3-year-old colt by Badlands Hanover, trained by Marc-Andre Cormier, driven by Sylvain Filion. 5, Macpheus is a 3-year-old gelded son of Mach 3, trained by Debbie O'Brien Moran and driven by Jonathan Drury. 6 is Out. 7 is Shrimp and Grits, a 4-year-old gelding trained by Rob Fellows with Bob McClure. And number 8, Summertime Cruisin', is a 6-year-old gelding trained by Pat Shepard and driven by Doug McNair. So there's your group of 6 for qualifier number 9. Inside 4, 3-year-old Pacers, the outside 2, a 4-year-old and a 6-year-old. So here we go for the 9th. Starting gate to the top of the stretch. Field of 6 is picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and pacing. Coming through in the middle, that is Macpheus for Drury. Outside, Summertime Cruisin', just cruises out of there. Then getting away in 3rd is Solid Man. Nice spot to drop in 4th for Shrimp and Grits, then Epic Proportion, and Dance With Me Sport. Summertime Cruisin' stays wide here into the first turn for McNair. At the inside is Macpheus, and now powering ahead, this will be Summertime Cruisin' to touch down on the lead, but the lead's probably going to be short-lived. We already got movement out from 4th in the form of Shrimp and Grits. 29-1 was the opening quarter. So here's Shrimp and Grits striding up on the outside, looking to brush to the lead here before 3/8, and it will be Shrimp and Grits, the new leader. Now in second is Summertime Cruisin', so it's the veterans of this field of 6 that are 1-2. Then in 3rd, Macpheus. Racing in 4th, that is Solid Man. 2 lengths going back to Epic Proportion, and the trailer as they come up to the half is Dance With Me Sport. That half mile, 58-1. That's 29 seconds in the second quarter. It'll be even quicker there for the new leader, Shrimp and Grits. Shrimp and Grits going into the far turn, and this 4-year-old gelding, who raced 38 times last year, had 5 wins, and also posted 14 top 3 finishes, leads by 2 lengths coming to 3/4. Summertime Cruisin' in second. 3rd is Macpheus. Then in 4th, Solid Man, Epic Proportion, and Dance With Me Sport. 3/4 time, 1:27-3. They come off the turn and into the stretch, 29 2 3rd quarter. Here's Shrimp and Grit. Summertime Cruisin', maybe thinking about reclaiming the lead. Still a couple lengths away. Macpheus is fed out to the outside now with clear racetrack, and Macpheus is pacing up strong here. Shrimp and Grits. Macpheus is coming on. Solid Man on the far outside. Here in the middle, Macpheus. Outside, Solid Man. Those two storming home well. Macpheus at the inside, called upon, will hold on. Solid Man was second. Shrimp and Grits was third. Summertime Cruisin' fourth. Epic Proportion and Dance With Me Sport. 155-3 for the winner, Macpheus. Ninth qualifier goes to number 5, Macpheus, a 3-year-old gelded son of Mach 3, out of a Precious Bunny mare, owned by ECS Racing LLC, trained by Debbie O'Brien Moran, driven to victory by Jonathan Drury. Macpheus made 15 starts as a rookie, 2 wins, 5 seconds, and a third, with his mark taken in Michigan of 159. Macpheus wins in 155-3, so that's a new career best. Taking the 9th. Here is the order of finish. Number 1, Epic Proportion was 5th. Number 2, Dance With Me Sport 6th. Number 3 was Scratch. Number 4, Solid Man 2nd. Number 5, Macpheus the winner. Number 6 was Scratch. Number 7, Shrimp and Grits 3rd. And number 8, Summertime Cruisin' was 4th. 5-6, Scratch 2-1, Scratch 3-4. Fractions were 29-1, 58-1, 127-3, 155-3 for the winner, Macpheus. Up next is the 10th qualifier. 2 more to go here this morning at Woodbine Mohawk Park. Qualifier 10 is up next. 6 of them on the track at this moment. Listed as a field of 8. Qualifier 10 is coming up next. Scratch number 1, this is Irma. Scratch number 6, Classic Pro. So it'll be a field of 6. A couple driver notes. Eric Adams drives 5, Ghost Dance. Chris Christopher drives the 8, Shadow Place. Number 2, Postmodernism will now start from the rail. 4-year-old mare trained by Jody Howard with Bob McClure driving. 3, Better Because. It's a 5-year-old mare trained by Jared Bako with Doug McNair in the sulky. 4, Better Than Cash, a 4-year-old gelding trained by Jacques Dupont with Sylvain Filion. 5 is Ghost Dance, a 5-year-old gelding trained by Nick Gallucci. Eric Adams drives. 6 is out. 7 is For Kevin's Sake, an 8-year-old gelding trained by Dolores Bolsoni, driven by Jason Ryan. And the 8 is Shadow Place, 9-year-old gelding. Kyle Fellows trains with Chris Christoforou. Gate is rolling for the 10th qualifier. Older pacers here. Field of 6 taking their spots. Starting gate into the stretch, picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and pacing. Better Than Cash was ready to go and rockets out of there to the early lead for Filion. Coming across the track in front of a few rivals, For Kevin's Sake. On the outside, Shadow Place looks to settle in 3rd. Then it'll be Ghost Dance to get away in 4th, followed 5th by Better Because. And the trailer is Postmodernism. They go into the first turn. And as I mentioned, Better Than Cash was ready to rock and leads by about 5 lengths coming up to the opening quarter. Here's Better Than Cash through an opening quarter of 28-1. So Better Than Cash will swing them into the backstretch with the lead. About 6-7 lengths going back then. 2 racing in 2nd, For Kevin's Sake. Shadow Place is in 3rd. 4th is Ghost Dance, followed then 5th by Better Because. And the last one in the group is Postmodernism. As they race up the backstretch here, continuing to roll right along is Better Than Cash and this 4-year-old gelding, who holds a mark of 152-2 taken here at Woodbine Mohawk Park, will go past the midway point in 57-3. 28-1 in the first quarter, 29-1 in the second quarter, and it's all Better Than Cash. So Better Than Cash goes into the far turn, way back there in 2nd, continues to be For Kevin's Sake. Shadow Place is in 3rd, 3-length break. Going back to Ghost Dance in 4th, another 3 lengths to Better Because. Postmodernism is in 6th. Coming up towards 3 quarters now, and Better Than Cash has been all alone, and now out from 3rd, ready to get underway is Shadow Place. 3-quarter time, 1:27. So off the turn and into the stretch, and it is still the leader, Better Than Cash. Shadow Place on the outside will look to finish up strong as they come towards the 8th pole. For Kevin's Sake is in 2nd, and on the far outside, that is Ghost Dance. Less than an 8th to go. It's still Better Than Cash with the lead. Getting a little closer, Shadow Place. Far outside, Ghost Dance looks to make up another spot. They're coming out towards the finish line. Better Than Cash will win. Ghost Dance was 2nd. Shadow Place was 3rd. For Kevin's Sake's 4th. Then it was Better Because and Postmodernism. 155 flat for Better Than Cash. Qualifier 10 on this Thursday morning goes to number 4, Better Than Cash, a 4-year-old gelding, trained by Jacques Dupont, driven to victory by Sylvain Filion. Better Than Cash stops the clock on 1:55, cut the mile. 1 for 7 this season is Better Than Cash after going 2 for 23, making 40 grand last year as a 3-year-old. Here is the order of finish from the 10th qualifier. Number 1 was Scratch. Number 2, Postmodernism, was 6th. Number 3, Better Because, was 5th. Number 4, Better Than Cash, the winner. Number 5, Ghost Dance, 2nd. Number 6 was Scratch. Number 7, For Kevin's Sake, 4th. And number 8, Shadow Place, 3rd. Scratch 6-5-1-2, Scratch 4-3 is your order of finish. Fractions were 28-1, 57-3, 127, 155 flat for Better Than Cash. Here we go for the 11th and final qualifier. Number 1, Royal Esteem, Mike Saftik for trainer Mike Rivet. 2, Sweep Chapter, Chris Christopher for trainer Blake McIntosh. 3 is Cindy Lynn, Jody Jameson for trainer Joe McIsaac. 4, Brady Bunch, Sylvain Filion for trainer Jacques Dupont. 5, Northern Cavalier, Jonathan Drury for trainer Carmen Osiello. 6, I Am What I Am, Doug Van Henriksen for Kyle Fellows. Final claims to 7, Mario Barrajon for Ben Barrajon. And the 8 is Marian Marauder, Bob McClure for trainer Mike Keeling. They're off and trotting. We've had a trio of breakers here in the early going. Off stride is Final Claim to join I Am What I Am and Sweet Chapter as they go into the first turn. Here is Cindy Lynn to the lead. It's Cindy Lynn the leader. Brady Bunch in second. Marian Marauder is caught on the outside there for McClure, and he's just going to trot up to the lead. So here is Marian Marauder, and he will work his way up to the top through an opening quarter of 28-2. Marian Marauder touches down on the lead in front of Cindy Lynn in second. Third is Brady Bunch, then racing in fourth. That is Northern Cavalier. Northern Cavalier, though, got into maybe tight quarters there and went off stride. So inheriting fourth now will be Royal Esteem. Then it is I Am What I Am. Going back to Final Claim and Sweet Chapter. Heading up the backstretch, it's Marian Marauder on top by a pair of lengths. Cindy Lynn is in second, and still trotting third there is Brady Bunch. Following them in fourth, and tightening up now will be Royal Esteem as they hit the half in 58 seconds flat. So here's Marian Marauder, the winner of $3.5 million. Marian Marauder, his debut as a 7-year-old. First qualifier of the year for him here in 2020, and he's looking good. And range driver Bob McClure stretching out his lead now as they go in around this far turn. In second is Cindy Lynn, right on that one's helmet. Third, Brady Bunch. Fourth continues to be Royal Esteem as they'll come up to three quarters in 1:26-1. So that was 28-1 in the third quarter. And here is Marian Marauder looking good as they swing into the stretch. Back in second, Cindy Lynn. Third, that is Brady Bunch. Fourth continues to be Royal Esteem. And then it's well back to I Am What I Am. Final Claim and Sweet Chapter pulled up. Less than a 16th to go now. Here is Marian Marauder. Marian Marauder to take his qualifying debut here in 2020. He'll stop the clock in 1:53-4. Second was Cindy Lynn. Third went to Brady Bunch, then Royal Esteem, followed by I Am What I Am, Northern Cavalier, Final Claim, and Sweet Chapter pulled up. 1:53-4 for Marian Marauder. So Marian Marauder, the 2016 Trotting Triple Crown champion, who's just had an incredible career. As mentioned, $3.5 million made. And this was his season debut, at least his qualifying debut. And he wins in 1:53-4. For owners Gene Wellwood and Devin Keeling. Mike Keeling, the trainer. Bob McClure was in the sulky here this morning. Final quarter of 27-3 for Marian Marauder. The now 7-year-old takes the 11th and final. Order of finish from the 11th. Number 1, Royal Esteem was 4th. Number 2, Sweet Chapter pulled up and did not finish. 3, Cindy Lynn was 2nd. 4, Brady Bunch 3rd, 5, Northern Cavalier 6th, 6, I Am What I Am 5th, 7, Final Claim 7th, and number 8, Marian Marauder was the winner. Top to bottom, 4, DNF, 2, 3, 6, 5, 7, 1. Fractions were 28-2, 58 flat, 126-1, 153-4. That does it for today's qualifying action here at Woodbine Mohawk Park. We'll be back in action tomorrow morning with a 13-race session, 9:30 a.m. It's all 2-year-old fillies tomorrow. 2-year-old pacing colts and geldings will go Saturday. Looking forward to the baby race action coming up. Don't forget, live racing tonight here at Mohawk Park. First race post time for a 10-race card is 7 p.m. This is Mark McKelvey wishing you a good afternoon, and we'll see you later tonight.